Welcome to What Is, the show where we take a deep dive into the traditions, mysteries, and occasionally explosive events that shape our modern world. Today, we're peeling back the layers of smoke and sulfur to investigate one of the UK's most enduring and slightly dangerous holidays, Bonfire Night, also known as Guy Fawkes Night, or sometimes just the 5th of November. It's a night of crackling bonfires, dazzling fireworks, and the deeply strange tradition of burning an effigy of a historical terrorist. But what exactly are we celebrating? And why are we celebrating it with so much flame? To understand Bonfire Night, we have to travel back over 400 years to a time of religious tension, political espionage, and very damp basements. The year is 1605. England is ruled by the relatively new King James I, who was consolidating power and frustrating numerous factions, particularly Catholic sympathizers reeling from centuries of persecution and strict laws. Enter Robert Catesby, the mastermind, and Guy Fawkes, the explosives expert. Catesby and a small group of determined conspirators were planning nothing less than the outright decapitation of the English government. Their plan was to blow up the Houses of Parliament during the state opening, an event that would see the King, the Prince of Wales, and most of the Protestant aristocracy gathered in one place. Their chosen weapon, 36 barrels of gunpowder. That's enough explosive power to level half of Westminster. Assuming, of course, that the gunpowder stored in the damp cellar beneath the House of Lords hadn't turned into a paste. The date was set for November 5th, but, as always happens when you tell too many people about your highly illegal plot, someone spilled the beans. An anonymous letter was sent to a Catholic baron, warning him to stay away from Parliament. This letter made its way to King James' spymasters. On the night of the 4th of November, a search party descended into the cellar. They didn't find the whole conspiracy, but they did find one man standing guard over 36 barrels of explosive powder, holding a lantern and a box of matches. That man was Guy Fawkes. He was arrested immediately. The plot was foiled before the fuse was even lit. The relief across London was palpable and immediate. The King and Parliament, recognizing the severity of the threat, proclaimed that the survival of the state was an act of divine intervention. And here lies the official origin of the holiday. In 1606, Parliament passed the Observance of the 5th of November Act, often nicknamed the Thanksgiving Act. This law didn't just suggest a celebration. It mandated a national holiday every November 5th, a public, annual thanksgiving for the King's deliverance. Initially, this was a profoundly Protestant religious festival. Churches held special services, and across the country, people constructed immense bonfires, used initially to light up the night in celebration, but quickly adapted to burn symbols of Catholic opposition, often the Pope or anyone else deemed a traitor. The development of the celebration focused quickly on the man caught holding the match, Guy Fawkes. He became the face of the treason. For the next 200 years, Bonfire Night was a serious, highly political, and often violent day of mob rule, where burning the effigy, or the Guy, was a fierce display of political loyalty. The holiday reinforced the idea of a Protestant nation saved from Catholic tyranny. However, as centuries passed and religious tensions cooled, the sharp political edge began to soften. The mandatory Thanksgiving Act was finally repealed in 1859. Primarily because politicians realized that mandatory nationwide rioting might not be the best use of a national holiday. But the tradition was too embedded to vanish. The holiday transformed. The bonfire remained, but its meaning diluted into a broader celebration of autumn, fire, and light in the darkening year. the effigy of Guy Fawkes became less about anti-Catholic fervor and more about a simple historical villain. Kids adopted the tradition of making their own guys, often poorly stuffed scarecrows, and carrying them through the streets, chanting, "A penny for the guy," a phrase used to collect money for fireworks or sweets, or sometimes just to buy a warm drink from a vendor. Today, Bonfire Night is primarily a social event. It's where communities gather in public parks, not just to watch folks burn, but to eat sticky toffee apples, warm up with hot chocolate, and enjoy a massive, organized fireworks display. The modern Guy Fawkes Night is a perfect, noisy blend of pagan fire festivals, parliamentary history, and commercial pyrotechnics. Next time you find yourself shivering by an enormous stack of burning wood, listening to the whistle and bang of rockets exploding overhead, remember that the noise isn't just about fun. It's a centuries-old echo of relief, a commemoration of a near miss, and a fascinating example of how a moment of high treason can evolve into a beloved national spectacle. You are celebrating a moment when England, quite literally, dodged a catastrophic bullet, or rather 36 barrels of gunpowder. And that, in a nutshell, is Bonfire Night. If you enjoyed learning about the history hidden within the smoke, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the What Is channel for more deep dives into the world's most interesting questions. Let us know in the comments below. What should we investigate next?